Today I'm going to be using PASTEL to create a super blue portrait. Not just a portrait, an art portrait. A super bloom is a colloquial term used to define an explosion of wildflowers that exceeds typical spring bloom. Therefore, a super bloom artwork contains an explosion of colors that exceeds that of a normal artwork. To make sure that hits home for you guys, I'm just gonna create a super bloom in this video every time I say super bloom, and it's not gonna get old fast. G'day ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Draw with Jazza. I'm Jazza and I'm really excited for the challenge I'm going to take on today. I know what some of you are thinking, working with pastels isn't a challenge typically because it's a very normal medium of art, but I haven't touched pastels since I was maybe 9. And I barely touched them then. So as an adult, I have very little artistic experience with these, let alone the fact that I'm going to be working in a super bloom style and creating a portrait. You see, Ubisoft actually approached me and asked if I could attempt to create a portrait of the two antagonists from their upcoming game Far Cry New Dawn, which has a very vibrant super bloom aesthetic. They're sponsoring this video, of course, and I absolutely wanted to take on the challenge. Far Cry New Dawn is a standalone sequel to Far Cry 5 and releases on February 15th, so keep your eyes peeled for when it releases. The game picks up in a post-apocalyptic Hope County, Montana, 17 years after the global nuclear catastrophe has ravished the land. The world has, in that time, undergone a super bloom transformation, making the landscape bright and colourful. However, don't let the pretty colours and lovely flowers fool you. The world is still a very dangerous place, as the Highwaymen, a vicious gang led by the twins Mickey and Lou, travel from place to place, bleeding people dry of all of their resources. You play as a nameless, customizable character, helping the survivors defend against the Highwaymen and bringing order to the new world. I feel like the footage I'm showing right now says a lot more than my words possibly can about how cool and beautiful this game looks, so definitely go check it out. Of course, the link is in the card and in the description to go buy it and learn more about it, and it's an amazing aesthetic to be working from today to create a pastel portrait from. So let's get stuck into it, and like I said, I'm going to start off with a bit of a play. Now, I'm going to be working towards this pastel board. I want to do the final piece on here. By the way, it feels a little different to the paper. It has like a almost sandpaper-like texture, so I'm wondering how that's going to feel different in working on the final piece. So let's create a super bloom gradient. I'm just going to grab a couple of light pinks and I'll gradient towards a purple, and I might even mix just a little bit of yellow in there. Even though we're working on a darker surface, the lighter colors show pretty well, and the waxy oil pastels sort of blend together, which is really cool. So I can create gradients, I believe. Do I mix with my fingers? Is that what people do? I feel like I'm onto something that people have been doing for thousands of years. So that gradient worked well. Is it easy enough to draw with a... Oh, look at that. You can put down larger areas. Let's just test it with obviously the lightest tone possible. Putting that down on its own or on the surface of the paper works, but on the waxy, oily surface that I've already put down, not as good. Okay, that's enough fiddling. I know what you're thinking, Jazza, just draw a bloody picture already. I think the key to really nailing that super bloom effect is to make the person you're drawing look stoned. That's just a theory.
That's just a theory.
This is late 60s, early 70s Jazza. He's got a flower in his hair. So my theory is if I get a skin tone to use sort of as a midpoint, I can pick a couple of vibrant colors to bounce off of the skin almost as lighting effects, and hopefully that'll create a really cool like super bloom effect. I don't know if this is the way to do it. I'm just smudging everything together. Let's smoothen it out. It's sort of working. There you go, he's got a little flower. Now let's work with our other colors and see if this is actually gonna work. Just smudge it all in. Now, because this is where I'm experimenting to see what I can and can't, or should and shouldn't do in my final piece, my temptation is to just use the same lighting and shading colors, the pink and the green, but I don't know if that creates enough of a super bloom. I really gotta stop doing that, I'm sorry. So I'm just gonna try something a little different. I'm gonna take, let's say like a blue, bit of an electric blue, and we'll do that on the left side where I might be inclined to do the green. Now, I don't know if you think that works or not, but I feel like it sort of does. I might have been a little blue heavy up here, but I don't even have to segment things so much. Like, I could probably mix in a little bit of purple on the left, try and create a little bit of a rim lighting effect with the white, even though it's on top of the other pastels. Bit of red down for the top, and then I guess, what, for highlight, let's go like maybe an orange in the shadow. So I don't know, how does it look? Does this, I think this sort of captures the feel I'm going for. But now I'm gonna ramp things up a notch or 10 because I've done my dabble and now it's time to dive into it. So I'm gonna select my dark gray and I'm gonna do some thumbnail sketches so that by the time I hit the pastel board, I hit it hard and we can make it all the way across the finish line without too many regrets and hopefully end up in a place where we're pretty happy with the results. Alright, after my scribbling and sketching, I have a design that I know I want to work with, but I have come across what I think is potentially going to dull down the image, and that is the board or color of the paper. And when we're going for a okay, I'm sorry, I'm going to stop doing that. When we're going for a super bloom effect, even my sample on lighter but not even white paper, you can see that the colors just sort of, I don't know, they stand out more. Now, I did buy this grey pastel board thinking I would use it for my final piece. But fortunately, I happened to also buy an even larger white pastel board, thinking I might do some more pastel videos in the future, depending on how today went. It wasn't actually intended to be used for this video, but also considering how difficult it is to work in details, it's kind of perfect that I got this thing. So I'm really gonna be going epic here. So without any further ado, oh gee, it doesn't even fit on camera. It's time to jump into my epic Super Bloom Pastel Portrait Challenge. Wish me luck. Okay, it's been about, oh, my eyes are failing me. I think I've just been like focusing so closely to my face on all this pastel stuff that I'm sort of struggling to see straight. So it's been almost 5 hours since I created my sketches. I'm happy with these experiments and the color mix, but in the end it was the close-up and the landscape orientation that I went with of the two characters. And I tried to do this thing where the pink character has the blue edge and the blue character has the pink edge. In a way, it sort of intertwines the twins. The pink echoes the blue and the blue echoes the pink. I thought that was thematic and clever. Maybe not, I don't know. Unfortunately, I had some reference material to work with in the images that I'm showing you on the screen right now and in the trailer for Far Cry New Dawn. It looks amazing. So if you haven't watched the full trailer yet or checked out the info, seriously, just go watch the trailer. I can hardly believe that I'm watching in-game footage through that video. But now, everybody, it's time to see if my hard work has paid off. You tell me. This is the first time I'm really sitting back and looking at the finished piece. The difficulty of working with a medium I'm very unfamiliar with aside, I'm really happy with the results, especially with the colors. I went for this whole super bloom effect, and I really feel like I got that, or at least close to that. The bursts of yellow, the reflections of purple, blue, and pink on the skin tones. Please let me know in the comments how you think I did for my first go, and what you think I should try in the future. If I'm doing something wrong with pastels, let me know if you're a pastel expert. I look forward to trying it again because it's been a really interesting medium. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe to Draw with Jazza if you're new here and you want to join for more fun with art 3 times a week. Thank you so much for watching. I said thank you so much for watching already, didn't I? That's right, I'll say it again. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, I'll see you later.
Make sure to subscribe to my channel to see more of my videos. And while you're at it, check out my shop where I sell ebooks, brushes, photo references, video courses, and more. There's another video you might enjoy from my channel over there, and you can also check out my behind the scenes daily vlog channel, Daily Jazza. That's it for now, and until next time, I'll see you later.